Everyone, I want to talk to you all about setting healthy goals. Health goals are really important to have set, but it's really important to understand that health goals aren't like most other goals because you're never really going to reach a finish point. Even if you are at the point where you're living healthy and you're feeling good and you're feeling strong and you're always going to be continuing to do so. You can't just say like, all right, I'm healthy and stop there. So health goals are a little bit different than most goals that you're going to set. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about them today. Setting health goals is more about creating a system rather than an endpoint. So when I say that, I mean like you need to think of like my health goal is, for me personally, to build strength and reduce my pain. So I need to have a system in which I'm working towards to meet these needs. So for me, this means staying consistently active, walking daily, sticking to my regular, short, low-impact workouts, and eating the right foods. So this is more of a system that I have to figure out, something that I can do a little bit every day to get me towards what I want. Even if I'm at the point where I feel strong and I'm living pain-free and I'm feeling good, I'm still going to always be working towards this. I'm still going to be following and working towards this goal, because if you stop, then everything kind of goes back in reverse. So I want to talk a little bit about how it's kind of best to go up setting up your health goals or system per se. So when I work with my clients, this is one of the first things that I always do. I will ask you, what are your health goals? And you'll tell me. Everybody kind of thinks of it as it's a little bit different to everybody, that everybody's view of health is so different. When you're setting your health goals, I'm always going to encourage you to look at your whole life. Look at everything about your lifestyle, because you need to take into account all these different aspects to be able to figure out what's going to be the healthiest approach to you. So that is your current physical health. This has a huge play on what you might view as being healthy per se. If you have always been not quite so healthy, you might view this as being in a different state of less illness or without disease. If you've always been without disease, then you might see this as being able to accomplish some bigger, more physical feats. It's all about perspective as to what you're going to assume is your physical state of health. I also want you to look at your mental health. If you are constantly stressed and anxious and worried and feeling angry and upset or frustrated, then your mental health is probably not doing so great. And that's going to tie in a lot with your physical health. But you have to take into account your mental health when you're setting your fitness goals. You're not going to set a crazy goal of like running a huge marathon if mentally you feel anxious when you're in crowds. So those kind of things make those goals something that you maybe need to have to rework. You need to get to one place to be able to get to the other place. Things you're also going to want to take into account when you're setting your health goals are things like your stress levels, your current social life, how busy are you, your family life, your relationships, how well are you sleeping, what's your nutrition like, what is your work life like. These are all things that I want to know when I work with my clients, because I know that all of these things are going to have a play in their overall health and what kind of things you're going to need to do and you're going to be able to fit in to make it towards your health goals. So all of these things need to come into play when you're looking at what healthy means to you and what your health goals are and what you're working towards. Once you've kind of gone over all of that and you're kind of like looking at it all from this broad spectrum of a position, and you know what healthy looks like for you. So let's say healthy for you looks like being able to go for an hour-long walk a day and do 30 minutes of exercise. If that's what healthy means to you, I'm just super simplifying it. Goals are obviously going to be usually a lot more complex than that. But say that's your goals. You want to be able to walk for an hour a day and do 30 minutes of exercise every day. And that's not something that you currently can do. So you've looked into all of the different areas of your life, and you've probably narrowed down what are some of the things that are preventing you from doing what you want to be doing. You'll note what are some of the things that you're going to have to work around, what are some of the things that can change, what are some of the other healthy habits that you can pick up that would help complement this health goal. All of these little things get to be taken into account. And then my best recommendation is to write it down. Make sure this goal is up somewhere in front of you. Put it on the fridge, put it in a frame beside your bed, put it as your background on your computer and on your phone. Write it down somewhere that you can see this goal, where you're reminded every day of what it is that you're working towards. Because nobody can be motivated every day. Nobody has the energy, nobody has all good days where they're going to be super excited to get up and work towards these goals. So every once in a while, you're gonna need that reminder. And you're going to need to be able to track your progress, see where you've come from and where you're going, see things physically in front of you, can make them so much easier to stay accountable to and stay consistent with. Speaking of accountability is when something is holding you to something that you have said or that you have said that you want to do. So accountability can come from a couple different sources. Personally, I prefer internal accountability because I hate letting myself down, and I know that I can always count on me. I create this internal accountability by setting my goals, by writing them down, by putting forward a plan and a deadline of when I'm going to check in with these goals. I keep a tracker in a journal that shows me how often I've done my workouts and whether I've stayed consistent with my workouts. Again, for me, I also have the external accountability of the fact that I share all my workouts in the Facebook group, and I don't want to let you guys down. I want to keep bringing these workouts to you guys. So I'm always putting these workouts out there, and that helps keep me accountable too. But mostly I'm trying to stay accountable to me. For some people, that's more difficult. Especially if you have any kind of mental health barriers, or if you are just often not feeling well, living kind of that chronic pain life like I am, which does definitely make this a lot more difficult when my outside accountability definitely needs to pick up. Sometimes that internal accountability is just more difficult to achieve, and that's okay. That doesn't mean you're weak. You're one of many who might be feeling like that. Sometimes it does help to get outer accountability. So that's where someone like me can come in. I'm a virtual personal trainer, and so I work with my clients online. I come to you where you are, virtually, of course, and I can connect with you and help you stay accountable to and consistent with your goals. I can also, of course, help you plan a workout that works in your lifestyle. I can help you set these healthy goals, and I can help you figure out what kind of healthy habits you need to also integrate into your lifestyle to make these healthy goals a thing that sticks. Another good way to get accountability is to join a wonderful Facebook group who will come up every day and share their workouts with you. Get engaged, get active in the group. This can be my group, this can be another group. I do know that there's a lot of other groups out there. But I do have a Facebook group where I am posting all of these workouts every day to help you stay accountable. And if you ever want me to, I will absolutely be tagging you in these workouts if that's what helps you stay accountable to them. So if you're rewatching this, let me know if you want to be held accountable, be in the group, and I can tag you in our daily workouts so that you will always see them and you won't miss them. You can also find an accountability buddy, of course. You can have somebody that you work with. Make sure that this person, though, is just as determined as you are. Check in with each other as to what your health goals are, how much these health goals really mean to you, and make sure that you guys are both on the same page as to schedule plans. I have definitely seen, and I'm super all for accountability buddies, but I've definitely seen a lot of friends kind of fall off track together. One person kind of stops going, so the other person stops going, and it's not the most ideal, but it's definitely a great way to get out, to be social, and be active with your friends. So those are a couple different ways that you can stay accountable. Personally, again, I definitely prefer just staying accountable to myself, writing down my goals and keeping track of them where I can see them and I can feel really good about them. So then I want to talk, I know this is getting a little bit long, but I hope that you're still with me here. I just want to talk a little bit about the specific goals that you guys are setting. So I did kind of throw around a few before, but specifically I want to talk about goals that are vague or based in what you think you should be doing, not necessarily what you want. So of course the most common that I hear is, I want to get in shape. Okay, so what shape? What shape do you want to be in? What is in shape to you? Saying I want to get in shape is not going to be nearly as motivating as giving yourself a specific goal that you want to work towards. I want to be able to run up 5 flights of stairs without getting winded. That is a specific cardio-based healthy goal that you could set, that you could track, that you can measure, that you can see a progress in. But saying I want to get in shape, you can't really, when are you ever going to really just come to it and be like, yes, I am in the shape that I want to be? You're never going to fully feel like that because you're always going to be working forward. Because I promise you, when you start working towards these health goals and you start getting healthier, you're going to always continue working towards getting healthier. It fuels itself all by itself. So getting in shape is not a health goal. You need to narrow that down before you're going to feel that motivational push to work towards it. Motivation is fueled by working towards what you want. If you don't know what you want, you're not going to have the motivation to work towards it. The other one I want to talk about is setting health goals that are things that you actually want and not just things that you feel like you should be working towards. And in this, I want to specifically talk about weight loss. Everyone has always told me, no matter what size they are, when I ask them, what do you want? What's your health goals? They say something and lose some weight. Like literally everybody's health goal is to lose weight. Is this something that is fueled by your actual physical need to lose weight, to be healthier? Or is this just something that everybody thinks that they should be doing? I know for a fact that I am very blessed to have never really needed to set weight loss goals, because I do know that I have good genetics that have been keeping me as a smaller person. But I have heard this goal stated from literally everyone. People who are my size, people who are bigger, people who are perfectly healthy otherwise, but they all just want to lose weight. And I do feel that this is a goal that is actually holding a lot of people back. You get so focused on this goal of losing weight, whether it's actually the healthy thing for you to do, or it's actually something that you want to do for you, or whether it's something that you feel like you're just supposed to be doing. Everybody is working towards this weight loss goal, and weight loss is in itself difficult and demotivating. Weight loss is controlled by so many different factors that if you are really going to make that part of your goal, there's so many things more than your diet and your amount of movement that you're going to need to focus on learning about. Things like illness, disease, medication, the amount of sleep that you're getting, the kind of food that you have available to you, socioeconomic status, genetics, hormones. All of these things are very difficult to control and play a huge role in the weight that you're going to carry. I am not in any way, shape, or form saying that you shouldn't have weight loss goals. I'm just saying if weight loss is part of your goal, I want you to think more about it. Decide whether it's a thing that you're actually doing for you or if it's a thing that you're doing because you think you're supposed to. And if it's a thing that you do really want to do, realize that you're going to have to look at it from more of a broad sense. You're going to have to educate yourself about food, calories, what it brings in, bringing in the right amount of nutrition. Personally, I am very anti-diet. I do not agree with restrictive diets because I feel like most of them are depriving you of some of the nutritional value that you're probably needing to be bringing in. Yo-yo dieting is also one of the top indicators that somebody is going to gain more weight later on in life. It's just the whole trap of diet culture and weight loss and having weight loss goals can possibly be sabotaging you from actually living a healthy, happy life. Sorry, I get a little passionate about this one when I talk about it. So I just want to say that if you are setting goals, make sure that you are setting them for you. Make sure the goals are something that you want and not just something that you think that you should be working towards. Are you setting weight loss goals because you think you should be in a smaller body? Because you think that's what healthy is? It's not. Healthy doesn't have a size. You can be healthy at any size. Are you setting these goals because they're important to you, or are you setting these goals because you think you're supposed to? Are you setting goals that are specific and clear and measurable and things that you can track? Can you put a system to your goal? Can you lay down how you are going to make it to this goal? These are the things that I want you guys to think of when you're setting your health goals. I hope this whole little chat has helped you. I do definitely have a lot of different resources up on my blog about setting goals, and I'm definitely going to be talking a lot more about goals and healthy systems that you can create. Please leave me a comment, hit subscribe, and keep following me for more rants about setting healthy goals. You can also follow me in the Facebook group and join me for my live workouts, which I go live 4 days a week. And they're a lot of fun, and I put these up live and leave them there for 24 hours so that everybody can have access to them. And I also have an on-demand library of workouts up at activeforlifeonline.com. You can come join me, only $9.99 a month right now, and get access to all of my low impact quick workouts. They're all great for just keeping you active even when you were busy, tired, sore, and just not feeling like working out. They're the perfect kind of workouts for you. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.